Chicago and the Philippines. A comprehensive review of the week's special community events, featuring many exciting personalities, handled by the most professional Chicago Philippine Reports TV staff.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chicago Philippine Reports TV, still the #1 Filipino show in the Midwest. I'm Girly Pascual. Welcome to our show. Today we have all the top stories from the Philippines. We also have what's happening in our own Filipino-American community of Chicago. We have interesting interviews led by our very own executive producer, Miss Veronica Layton. We have Bridget Cotero Carino. All these are coming up and more afterward from our sponsors. Please stay with us.
The Indonesian government transferred custody of dismissed Bamban-Tarlac Mayor Alice Go to Philippine authorities Thursday afternoon. In Jakarta to receive Go were Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos and Philippine National Police Chief Romel Marbil. Why are you here in Indonesia? Does she have any message, sir? Do you have any message?
At the moment, no message. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Sir, ano po ang overall reaction na dito?
Well, number one, tapos na rin ito, itong issue na to, nasa custody ng Pilipinas. And I would like to thank the Indonesian government, of course, the Indonesian police for really doing an excellent job.
Go rode a chartered flight that left Indonesia Thursday evening. Go claims she actually considered surrendering to the Bureau of Immigration after receiving death threats. Go fled the Philippines in July after the Senate issued an arrest order for her for snubbing its inquiry into illegal offshore gaming operations in her town. She was captured in Tangerang City, Indonesia around midnight of September 3 while staying in a hotel. Upon her return, Go will be facing 3 complaints before the DOJ: human trafficking, tax evasion, and money laundering, all related to illegal pogo operations. Meanwhile, PNP spokesperson Colonel Jean Fajardo says Capas Tarlac RTC Branch 109 has issued a warrant of arrest against Go in connection with the graft case filed by the DILG.
Mapupunta po siya ngayon sa kustodiya po ng PNP. But since meron po siya na existing arrest order po sa Senate po, ay i-turn over po siya doon for purposes para po mag-appear. Since ito naman pong kaso po na ito ay bailable naman po, so kung makakapag-bail po sila because of this case po ay karapatan naman po nila yon.
From the Justice Department, Go's arrest is just the beginning of uncovering the expansive criminal activities of illegal offshore gaming operators in the country.
Alice Go is just one piece of the puzzle. We need to piece up the entire picture for us to be able to really dig down deep and be able to bring into the light, so to speak, and resolve all the problems head on for the betterment. Alice Go is just one step. It's a big step, yes, but she's not the end all and be all. There's a much bigger problem, and she's just the tip of the iceberg.
The DOJ also says there's no official request from the Indonesian government for a prisoner swap.
Ang prisoner swap po, yan po itrabaho ng DFA. Kung meron pong request ang Indonesian government, sa DFA po padadaanin yan.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is optimistic the government will soon see the full extent of the criminal activities of Pogos with the arrest of Alice Go. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, for his part, said the Senate will hold another hearing on September 9 and they expect Go to be present.
So mayroon kami pa isang hearing this coming itong darating na Lunes at ito ay ginawa para talaga sa kanya, no? Parang itong hearing sa Lunes ay gagawin para kay Go Huaping.
Dismissed Mayor Alice Go, Chinese national Sheila Go, and other respondents in the 87 counts of money laundering filed by state agencies may face imprisonment of up to 609 to 1,218 years. The Anti-Money Laundering Council says one count of money laundering is equivalent to 7 to 14 years of jail time. Senators cited the potential jail time to convince Sheila to tell the truth during the hearing of the Senate Subcommittee on Justice and Human Rights on Thursday. But Sheila stuck to her story of how they left the country. She insists their group, which included Alice's brother Wesley, traveled from their farm in Bamban-Tarlac to an unknown pier.
Dumaan kami sa maning tawag ng toll gate papunta Skyway. Diretso na yun, hindi ko alam kung saan na yun.
Sheila insisted they used boats to reach Sabah, Malaysia, a claim challenged by Senator Risa Ontiveros.
May tatak yung passport mo, entered Sabah.
Alam ko.
So may tatak.
Opo.
Ang problema, hindi nagmamatch ang stamp sa totoong dapat na stamp kung Sabah talaga ang baba ninyo. According to these stamps, July 18 or basa ng iba July 19 kayo pumasok sa Malaysia, pero via Kuala Lumpur. Sa makatuwid, nauna ka dapat sa Kuala Lumpur kaysa sa Sabah.
Meantime, Sheila denied owning the Alicel Aqua Farm in Suwal, Pangasinan, which is registered under her name.
Talaga alam po.
Paano hindi nyo alam to pero kayong nakarehistro dito sa issue ng DTI na Certificate of Business Name Registration?
Baka ginamit ng yung ang pangalan ko po.
According to Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, they received information that Alicel is the combined name of Alice and Mayor Liseldo Dong Calugay of Suwal. Sheila said she met Mayor Calugay several times when she accompanied Alice.
Ano ang relasyon niya kay Alice?
Sabi niya kaibigan po.
Kaibigan? Wala ba silang boyfriend-girlfriend relationship?
Sabi hindi.
Sabi Nino?
Ni Alice.
Calugay was not able to attend the hearing because he has dengue.
I really hope that the good mayor will make himself available when he is called. Wag po sanang bigla kayong umalis sa bansa, Mayor.
Senators also expressed frustration over Sheila's evasive answers.
Sheila, may amnesia ka ba? Madam Chair, hindi ako naniniwala, Sheila, hindi mo kami po pwedeng bulahin.
Senate panel members also grilled various government agencies on how Alice Go was able to leave the country.
May info nga nasa South tumaan. So that's why we're validating all this information na nakuha namin. Tapos nag-coordinate na rin kami sa lahat ng foreign counterparts natin.
The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines says it has reviewed flight manifests since the month of May and did not see the name of Go and her companions. Senators are eager to question Alice Go on how they fled the country. For the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, it considers Go's case a national security concern.
Considering the fact po that Ms. Go has been involved and charged with various criminal charges and involved in other unlawful activities, plus the fact po that her Filipino citizenship is in question, the NICA po considers this as a national security concern.
According to the lawyer of former Mayor Alice Go, he talked yesterday, September 4, with her brother Wesley, who said he wanted to surrender. Attorney Stephen David said, however, he doesn't know where Wesley is.
Siyempre, dumadating yung point ng isang tao yung nadi-discourage ka, di ba? Kasi yung makasama mo, nandyan na lahat, di ba? So, human being that we are, dumarating yung point ng kahinaan natin, gusto nating humarap.
David says he is coordinating with authorities regarding Wesley's possible surrender.
The House Quad Committee rejected former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque's motion to quash a subpoena that required him to submit documents to the joint panel, including his business records, tax returns, and statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth, or SALN. The lawmakers want to find out if Roque profited from Pogo hubs. The Quadcom also requested Roque to explain why he did not attend the hearings held on August 28 and September 4. But Roque's executive assistant, A.R. De La Serna, attended Wednesday's hearing. Congressmen questioned him about his joint bank account with Roque. De La Serna did not answer how much was in the joint account, but confirmed that he was able to withdraw millions from it.
I have a joint account with Attorney Roque. Sa pagkakalam ko, Mr. Chair, close na po yung account na yun. Around 1.2 to 1.8, Mr. Chair.
Yung na-withdraw mo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So marami kang withdrawal na malalaki?
Parang once a month yun, Mr. Chair, before. For election purposes naman yun, Mr. Chair. For payroll po ng mga tao po.
De la Serna also revealed that he traveled abroad with Roque 6 times in 2023.
First trip was a trip to Hong Kong po. For sa pagkalala ko, Mr. Chair, yun po yung premiere night ng isang movie po with the Marcos family po. Movie po with ni Senator Amy po, Mr. Chair. May premiere night po sa Hong Kong that time.
ABS-CBN tried to get the side of Roque, but he has yet to provide a statement. The hearing conducted Wednesday by the House of Representatives Quad Committee on the issue of Pogo was delayed for several minutes after Cassandra Leong, the authorized representative of Lucky South 99, suffered a medical emergency caused by low blood pressure. She was later admitted to the hospital for treatment. According to House Secretary General Reginald Velasco, Ong is now in stable condition. Before Ong was rushed to the hospital, she was questioned about the torture videos obtained by authorities allegedly from a Pogo hub in Porac.
Pwede na pupuntahan ang Porac, Pampanga. Wala po kayong makikitang any background na ganun yung room ng torture.
Ong was also questioned about the source of funds of her business partners.
Hindi kaya galing sa drugs ang negosyo ng mga partner mo, yung mga kasosyo mo?
Sigurado po ako, hindi po.
But Ong confirmed that Whirlwind top executive Duan Renwu was a former Chinese police officer.
Simpleng pulis lang po siya.
Yon. So,
Pero again, nag-resign na rin po siya.
in fact, marami siyang record. Alam mo ba na may mga record siya sa pagiging pulis? Maraming negative na record siya doon sa China.
The House will coordinate with the Senate to invite former Bambantarlac Mayor Alice Go to the next hearing.
Headline inflation eased to 3.3% in August after the 4.4% uptick in July, which breached the upper end of the government's inflation target. The Philippine Statistics Authority attributed the slowdown to lower food inflation, particularly in rice, bread, and meat. Rice inflation significantly dipped to 14.7% from July's 20.9%. Decrease in prices of gasoline and diesel was also a main contributor to the downtrend.
May pagbaba tayo ng presyo dun sa food, medyo may pagtaas tayo ng presyo dito sa housing. Of course, maganda ngayon dahil nung buwan ng Agosto, bumagsak yung transport kasi halos weekly, kung napansin ninyo, weekly bumababa yung presyo ng gasolina and diesel.
Kasi yung rice, about 25% ng kabuuang food inflation dahil sa bigas. So kung bababa palalo yung bigas, lalong bababa yung food inflation at malaki yung magiging epekto sa kabuuang inflation numbers.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. attributed the easing of rice inflation to the government's rice tariff cut. Through Executive Order 62, rice tariff was lowered to 15% from 35% to address inflation. PSA data show rice prices went down by at least 20 centavos in August after the EO was implemented. But for agriculture group Samahang Industriya ng Agrikultura, the EO remains ineffective in sustaining lower prices for the staple. Sinag calls for the repeal of the EO.
Kung may review, actually, sasabihin natin baka pwede na siyang i-repeal dahil hindi naman niya na-achieve yung kanyang objective na pababain ng presyo. Nalulugay pa ang farmers dahil bumabagsak ang farm gate. Pangatlo, nawawalan pa ng revenues ang government.
The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas projects inflation to settle within the 2 to 4% target range for the rest of the year until 2025, despite upside risks that could potentially derail projections.
Palagi nating tinitingnan yung mga risks naman. So una, dito for example nakita natin, hindi nyo lang na-highlight yung housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels. Tumaas siya. Ang ating expectation naman ay tataas ito hanggang October. Substantial din kasi yung weight ng housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels, and kasama rito yung LPG. Ito naman, ito yung nakikitaan natin ng pagtaas ng presyo.
For the National Economic and Development Authority, sustained easing of inflation is expected to boost household consumption and encourage investments with a decline of borrowing costs. Finance Secretary Ralph Recto meanwhile says the slower inflation in August shows the effectiveness of targeted interventions to stabilize food prices. He assured the public that government will not be complacent and will proactively monitor potential inflationary risks to address them in a timely manner.
Yan! Dito na! Perfect!
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down and down. It's happened during every economic cycle, and it will happen again. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value and sometimes grows during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
How would you like to get high-speed internet for your home for less than $2 a day? That's right, for about $50 a month, you'll get lightning fast internet. Are you paying less than $50 a month right now for your internet? Then call Whole Home Connect right now for blazing fast internet at $50 a month with no price increases, no hidden fees, no contracts, no equipment fees. It's a great deal. And guess what? You can try it for 15 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back, but you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the price. Internet for your home for $50 a month. That's less than $2 a day. Plus, no contracts, no equipment fees, and our 15-day guarantee. Call now.
Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. Again, 800-555-1212. Don't wait. Call us right now.
Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is the perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
Via Times, vital news, vibrant views for the Filipino Asian communities in Chicago. Via Times for your most interesting and exciting reading and your party coverages. Via Times has very interesting columnists. You name it, Via Times has it. Law, Filipino news, dentistry, immigration, humor, serious opinions, health, beauty, mysticism, Bata Corner, showbiz, and intelligently written editorials. Call Via Times at 773-866-0811.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today I have a very interesting guest. Her name is Shanice T. Ireland. I like her name. And she will be talking to us a very exciting topic because we all know that our children are back to school and parents have to face and worry about their packing luncheon and other food, snacks, breakfast, and everything. Hi, how are you, Shanice T?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Okay. So you are, Shanice T is the food and lifestyle influencer, and she will be talking about the what's the name? Esther candies for the kids. Hi, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a really exciting time. You know, we're back to school. Most schools went back. If they haven't already been back before Labor Day, they're surely back to school now. So it's a good time for parents to kind of get into a nice routine, you know, taking into consideration, you mentioned the lunches, but of course, also the breakfasts, the dinners, the snacks, all of the weekend activities, the after school activities. There's just a lot of planning that goes into this entire season of back to school.
Okay, as far as packing their children's luncheon or breakfast or snacks, what are the parents' favorites that they want to put together in the box?
Well, there's a variety of things you can put in a child's lunch. I really recommend that you change things up. You don't do the exact same thing every single day because the kid's going to get sick of it and the parent gets sick of making the exact same thing. So I really recommend that you get something like a calendar. You could have an old-fashioned paper calendar, or you could have something that you stick on your fridge. This is going to let your child see what's going to be in their lunchbox, and they can also make recommendations or say, hey, mom, I don't really like that. Let's go ahead and keep that out of the lunch. There's a variety of different things you can do. You can do turkey and lettuce wraps. You can do leftover chicken stir fry from the night before in a nice thermos. You could do mac and cheese. You could do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, turkey sandwiches. There's just so many different things that you can put into a child's lunchbox. And it's amazing because the lunchboxes now, I feel like they're so far advanced. They have cooling systems underneath them, or the thermoses keep your food extra warm throughout the entire day. So there's just so many different things you can put into a kid's lunch. You want to take into consideration the protein that you're putting in there. You want to have a protein. You want to have a grain. You want to give them enough that's going to keep them going for the day, giving them lots of energy. You want to stay away from the things that are just going to fill them up temporarily. You want to have some filling foods in there. And of course, as you mentioned, the Esther Price chocolates, you want to have something sweet in there as well. Esther Price Chocolates has a variety of different chocolates they have on the market. And I think your kids will really enjoy having a little sweet treat in their lunchbox.
Are you a mother yourself?
I have 5 kids, yes.
And you really do what you preach, huh?
I do. Yes, I absolutely do. Make the lunches for the kids every morning, even the kids that are still here at the house. I make their lunch ahead of time because that really cuts down on them going into the pantry every 20 minutes and grabbing a snack, probably an unhealthy snack if they're going to be grabbing it. So making those lunches the morning of, you can even make a lot of it the night before and stick it in the refrigerator. But having that prepared, you know, early in the day kind of sets the tone for the day.
We are celebrating Chocolate Day. And do you put some really yummy, delicious chocolates in the lunchbox?
I do. I like the Esther Price chocolates. Of course, they have the milk chocolate, they have the dark chocolates. The dark chocolates are going to be great because they do have antioxidants in them. They're going to be a little bit more filling. They're a little bit on the healthier side for you because they have the cacao in there that's going to have more of the nutrients that you need to kind of sustain you through the day. But they have so many different flavors. They have chocolate covered potato chips. They have the sea salt caramels. Of course, they have the caramel filled ones, the coconut filled ones. Any kind of variety of chocolate you can imagine comes in these packages. And it's just a nice little thing to put into your child's lunch with the little wrapper in there. And it's a nice little sweet treat for them in their lunches, or perhaps even when they get home from school, or an after dinner snack.
Yum, yum. All right. How about this company that you are representing, the Esther Price
yes.
candies or
yeah. They're an Ohio-based company. I apologize.
Wow! There is a kiddo.
There's one of the kids. He snuck up from the basement.
Cute.
Say hello.
So cute. Say hi. Say hi. What's your
he heard the word. He heard the word chocolate, so he started coming running.
Yum, yum.
But Esther Price is an Ohio-based brand. It's family-owned and operated. They've been around for almost 100 years. So what they do in their chocolates is just absolutely amazing. I just love the sustainability of this company. They have, like I mentioned, so many different varieties, flavors, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. My favorite, honestly, Veronica, is the sea salt caramels. They are so delicious. They've got caramel in the middle, they're dark chocolate, and then they've got the sea salt on top. I'm going to try to break that apart for you so you can see. And it is just spectacular. It is so, so good. All of these chocolates are really delicious.
Almonds is my favorite.
Yes, yes. Almonds too. Yes.
Wow. Look at that background. Look, he's having a good time.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Don't ask him to leave.
Okay. But yeah, Esther Price chocolates, like I said, they've been around for a really long time, and they're, tried and true and tested, and my kids absolutely love them.
Can people find Esther Price online?
Yes, they can. They can just go to estherprice.com, or they can go to Amazon, and they can find it just heading to their website, and you can find the different flavors and varieties there.
Okay, one last word before we sign off.
Yes.
About the product that you're representing. And about chocolate.
Esther Price. They're, proudly made here in the United States. They're based out of Ohio, and they're just really wonderful. So I really recommend everyone grab them, put them into your school lunches. And I don't think anyone will be. He's reaching for one. He really wants one right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hand him one. You let us know if it's good.
Yummy. All right. Okay, great. All right, Shanisti, I thank you for gracing our show today and talk about this very interesting topic about preparing your kids' lunch or breakfast lunchbox.
Yes,
right?
thank you. Thank you for having me.
Chocolate Day and about the Esther Price products. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yan! Dito na! Perfect!
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very exciting, interesting personality, a Filipino-American, and she's a lawyer, and she's running for judge in DuPage County of Illinois. And help me welcome Miss Hope Fatima Mercado. Hi, Hope. How are you?
Hi, Veronica. Thank you for having me. Kumusta sa inyo lahat?
All right. Kumusta? And I invited you here today because just like what I said in my intro, you're a lawyer right now, and you are running for judge.
DuPage County Judicial Court in the 3rd Sub-Circuit. So it's an there's a
Okay.
vacancy here in DuPage County, so that's where I'm vying for November election. So this coming November is not only the presidential election, it's also a local election here in DuPage County.
Okay, great. Oh, DuPage County. Okay, I live in Cook County here in Illinois, and she is talking about DuPage County, which is another big county here in Illinois, right?
Well, I used to live in Cook County, Veronica. We used to live in Cook County. Great place to live, but now I'm in DuPage County. I love it here, and I have to promote DuPage because I'm running for DuPage Court. But yeah, thanks for having me. I mean, it's an honor to be talking with you. I mean, because I've heard so much great things. And Veronica, you are indeed a trailblazer. I've heard it from so many people, and thank you for being there for the Filipino community. We need more people like you in Cook County.
Well,
And
thank you. Thank you, Hope. It's also my honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
And I've heard so much about you too. And I'm really happy that we were able to connect. Okay. Now, as regarding to your candidacy as judge, okay. So why are you running for this position?
That is a good question, because a lot of Filipino Americans and all over, even my colleagues in Cook County and DuPage County, they ask me, Hope, why are you running? I mean, it's daunting. It's it's challenging in a sense. But why I'm running primarily, Veronica, I have to be honest, especially here in DuPage County, we need representation. We need representation on the bench. Right now, obviously, we don't have Asian American in DuPage Court, let alone Filipino American in DuPage Court. So there's lack of diversity, right? And that's where I come in. Representation is really important because to have that equality or to achieve equality under the law, Veronica, you need equal representation from all communities. So right now, we don't have that in DuPage. Cook County, I think we have several Filipino American judges, Asian American judges, African American, and Hispanic. In DuPage, it's a different story. We don't have that. So if I'm elected, I need the support of all Filipino American communities and all communities here in DuPage. If I'm elected, I'll be the first Filipino American in DuPage Court. I'll be the first Asian American woman in DuPage Court. So the stake is high, and I'm working hard every day just to spread the word to everyone, all the residents in DuPage County. So that's primarily the number one reason that I'm running. But secondly, obviously, I want the court to be fair. I want judicial independence. I don't want the court to be deciding cases based on politics, based on outside influence, based on special interest or anything like that. I want the court to just decide based on the rule of law. Most importantly, the rule of law, and also competence. And I've been a litigation attorney for over 20 years, Veronica. I've handled so many cases. I've handled diverse cases. And I've represented people and individuals, families from different walks of life, from different backgrounds. So I have that diversity of not only in my background, but diversity of practice, diversity of my legal experience in the law. So that's what I bring into the DuPage Court. All that and plus a lot more. So that's what I offer.
Okay, very good. As you've said, you're the first Asian American to be running in this position in DuPage County. So you're opening the door for Asian Americans with what you're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's time. It's long due here in DuPage County. And like I said, we have few Filipino American judges in DuPage, in Cook County, but zero in DuPage. And not a single Asian American woman in DuPage. So it is, I'm up for the challenge. And it's when I started running back in September, late September, people told me here in DuPage, even my, the party that I'm running from, and other people, candidates, elected officials, they told me it's too late. Hope it's too late. Your opponents have campaigned 2 years prior, so it's too late. And that didn't deter me. I persevered, I moved forward, and my husband was a key factor in helping me get on the ballot, friends and family. Without them, I wouldn't be here talking to you about my campaign. So that's a key. Family support, friends and colleagues who truly believe that I can do it. And I know I can do it, Veronica.
Personally, what are your chances, you think?
I have a very good chances. Why I say that is because of this. I can relate to people. I came from a background where, I came from a big family, a large family, immigrant family. And I'm the 7th child. So I have 9 siblings, 5 brothers, 4 sisters. Came from a really large family. My mother was a teacher for 45 years, and my dad was a small business owner for 50 years.
What province are you in the Philippines?
Oh, my dad's from Batangas, so that's north.
Batangas, Tagalog.
Right, Tagalog. And my mom, listen, my mom is from the south, from Mindanao.
Oh.
So north and south, right? And then they met in Manila. So I came from a humble background, came from a large family. I'm Filipino American. I came from a very devout Catholic family. So I was raised in a Catholic conservative values, and that's what I bring in. And I want to reflect, or I want the court to reflect our community too, because here in DuPage, although we have a lot of substantial population of Filipino American, not all of them are engaged in civic. So I'm trying to educate our community to be involved, not only in social events, functions, parties, or picnic. Get involved, be active in civics, vote, register, and participate in the legal process, right? And political process. That is important because you cannot have a voice without participating. And that's what I think the Filipino American communities are lacking, not just in DuPage, but I think in Cook County too, Veronica.
Correct. Is there a big number of Asian population in DuPage?
There is. We have, I attended a few, actually several since I started campaigning. We have Taiwanese American, we have Korean American, we have Indian, Southeast or South Asian, the Indian population here, and of course the Filipino American population. I'm currently a member of the Filipino American Association in the South DuPage. Yes, Facade. They call it Facade. And obviously I've been invited a few events for the Filipino American seniors of DuPage. So I'm very, very engaged and involved in our communities here, but also I'm trying to reach out to other Asian communities. So my chances are pretty good. Let me tell you why. Because although I'm running, let me go back. Last primary election in March, I got the most votes of all judicial candidates for DuPage, Veronica. I am so blessed. I thought hard work and prayers work. I got the most votes of all judicial candidates for DuPage Court. So that was my, sort of sale pitch to people. Hey, I got the most votes. It's name recognition. I went door to door during the primary season, and I know it's they told me you have to work hard. You have to get yourself out there. I did that. I went church to church, train station, door to door. My husband and I and a few volunteers, they helped me. spread the word, spread my name. So before the primary, that's exactly what it did. And guess what? It worked. Name recognition worked. And the fact that I'm reaching out to the community, not just my community, Asian American community, all communities of DuPage, they now know me. So my chances is I'm using the data from the primary and also the fact that even though I'm running as a Republican candidate here in DuPage, being a minority woman, I think I'm confident that I may be able to reach out to the swing voters, independent voters, and Democrat voters.
Great, terrific. How big is the DuPage population of Asians?
Well, you know, based on the the total registered voters, the last data, I'm using the last data, the latest data for the entire registered voters in DuPage, there is about approximately 670,000. I know it's not a lot. That's registered voters. And for my sub-circuit, Veronica, it's very limited, very narrow population. We're talking about only 91,000 in my sub-circuit. That means the voters, potential voters in my sub-circuit. But the totality of voters in DuPage, less than 700,000. It's not a lot. Maybe in population wise, maybe more than that, but the registered voters are only less than 700,000. Asian American voters comprise of, unfortunately, 10%, approximately 10% of that. And they're growing. Some of them may not be registered, so maybe the data is off because some of them are not registered. If you mobilize them and have them register before the election, I think I can get more votes out of the Asian American population. And that's my agenda, to mobilize the Asian American communities along with Filipino American communities to win. I plan to win in November, Veronica. I plan to win in November.
All right, very good. Well, Miss Hope, Fatima Mercado, living, living with your name like that, I hope that you are hopeful.
you know, people tell me, I've heard people say, "Oh, that's your name." I thought that's a slogan. Well, I'm using that as a slogan, but it's actually, I tell people that's my name. So, you know, you have to vote Hope in November. So that's, I mean, it is. I'm using that as a, as a campaign, Hope, right? And I'm fortunate to have that name, and it's sometimes it's a pretty challenging to live up to that name, but I'm trying every single day to live up to that name, because my mom will be so disappointed if I don't.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Are you a member of the Filipino American Lawyers Association?
I'm glad you mentioned that. Yes, because they have my back. They're supporting me. I currently serve on the board of the Filipino American Lawyers Association of Chicago. I hope they can change it to Illinois. So I've been with FALA, the acronym for Filipino American Lawyers Association. I've been with FALA for I believe over 5 years now. And a colleague of mine, Janice Dantas, kudos to Janice. She's the one who actually, highly recommended or encouraged me to participate and get more involved within the legal community of Filipino lawyers in Illinois. So that was pretty interesting because, we need to have the support of the legal community too, not just our own community, but the legal community. They have to vet you, they have to support you, they have to recommend you, they have to endorse you. So I'm glad that they're behind, they're supporting me, that I have their unwavering support, and I'm really proud to be a member and be on the board.
Terrific. Okay, before we sign off, I want you to talk to our viewing audience. So there might be some DuPage County residents who are watching us now. Okay, to vote for you. Okay.
Thank you for that. So mga kababayan, if you live in DuPage County, if you reside in Downers Grove, Woodridge, Westmont, Oak Brook, Darien, and a portion of Naperville, I need your support. Please help me be your candidate and elect me for DuPage Court, 3rd Sub-Circuit. I will be humbled and honored to have your unwavering support. If you want to know more about me, please visit my website at electhopeforjudge.com. And if you want to know more about me, you can call me, send me an email, or just, reach out to Veronica. She has my information. Thank you, Veronica, for this opportunity, and God bless you all.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you, Hope. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Veronica. This is great. This is great.
And I wish you good luck. And,
Thank you.
And also don't hesitate to give us a call if you need some help for some more broadcasts.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, by the way, I just want to plug my 4th of July parade in Downers Grove, in downtown Downers Grove. I have my own lineup there, Elect Hope for DuPage Court. It's going to start at 1 o'clock. The parade start up at 1 o'clock in Downers Grove. So I want to plug that in. And Veronica, I have a next fundraising event in August 21 in Downers Grove. I'll be honored to have you there in my next event in Downers Grove.
All right, great. Would love to be there if I could make it.
I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email reminder. Thank you, Veronica, again. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Hope. Hope Fatima Mercado, a Filipino-American lawyer living in DuPage County, and she's running for a judge. Don't forget her name and her face, of course. She will be appearing in the show most of all if she wins the election. Of course, hopeful, right?
I will. That's the plan. Right. Win in November. Okay.
Maraming salamat. Hope.
Likewise. Thank you, Veronica, for this opportunity.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
This is a prayer and a reminder. All we have is now. Anak, umuwi ka na.
Worldwide this morning, growing concern over a growing health crisis.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
Hi. I can't hug you. Don't touch me.
Over the last several days, we have seen peaceful demonstrations.
Protests over police brutality continued here in Austin.
Remember when you started going to college? You came home a liberal?
Dad, please.
That's what we do to you guys in school.
All these people that we never met and never will meet because of what had happened to them. It's just too much.
The way that our family communicates is not necessarily, it's not great.
What advice would you give for those of us that are struggling?
Deal with it.
I think the norm for our communities has been to just stay silent and keep to your own business.
I could definitely be doing more than I'm doing right now, and I know that others can as well.
What if someone is called from God to be an activist?
I can answer the question.
Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking each tradition.
You don't believe in the Black Lives Matter movement?
an advocacy group reporting at least 3,800 anti-Asian hate incidents since last March.
I'm kind of conflicted. I'm like, maybe I should move home and be here with them.
I hope that this moment makes you take a step forward and a step together in the right direction.
In order for a subject to not be taboo in our community, there always has to be like someone to start that conversation.
You speak up for me when I can't speak up for myself. And I've seen you do that for other people.
I see a lot of people who just kind of cut off friends and family, and I don't think I can do that. I love my parents.
This is a symbol of our voices. If you look at your neighbors around you, you will see who stands with you, who stands for you.
At least I know that you can stand up. That's the thing I'm so happy about.
We would like to welcome all of you to Baladna Jewelry. We have a very big selection of 21 karat gold jewelry imported from the Middle East, from Dubai, Saudi, and Bahrain. And we have a very big selection of diamond. We offer free financing for 6 months, and we have a layaway system which you can leave your stuff for 3 months. We repair gold and we buy old gold. Welcome to Baladna Jewelry.
Salamat bo.
Good afternoon, this is Bridget Carino-Quetter bringing you this week's local news from our community. Providers actively enrolled in the Illinois Medicaid program will need to revalidate their enrollment status to continue providing services to Medicaid customers and bill Medicaid. This federal requirement was temporarily discontinued during the COVID-19 federal public health emergency. The Illinois Department of Healthcare and Family Services, HFS, which administers the Illinois Medicaid program, is resuming that practice effective today. We want to make this process as seamless as possible for providers, HFS Director Elizabeth Whitehorn said. Providers who care for Medicaid customers need to take this important step to ensure they can continue their critical work, serving the millions of Illinoisans who are enrolled in Medicaid without disruption. Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias is announcing the launch of the Life-Saving Education and Awareness on Donation program, enabling high school students to serve as ambassadors for the Illinois Organ and Tissue Donor Program. Beginning this fall, Illinois schools can offer the LEAD program to students and receive Community Service Hour credit. Each participating school is required to designate a faculty member to serve as a program advisor and to work with the office's regional program coordinator, who will provide virtual training materials, answer any questions, and give guidance on successful implementation of training and events. The Illinois Department of Labor is proud to honor the contributions of workers across the state this Labor Day and highlighted the important work IDOL staff does every day to ensure the rights, wages, welfare, and working conditions of Illinois workers. Each year on Labor Day, the Illinois Department of Labor recognizes the critical importance of all workers to our communities and recommits itself to safeguarding workers' core rights, including the rights to be paid promised wages, providing basic meal and rest breaks and days off, and to come home safely at the end of the day, said Illinois Department of Labor Director Jane Flanagan. The annual Labor Day report is a glimpse at the victories won by IDOL staff for workers in Illinois. Taxpayers spent $150 billion on government services and support for the 20 million illegal immigrants in the United States, with most of the costs going to state and local governments, according to a new study conducted by the Federation for American Immigration Reform. These costs have been growing since 2017, when the price for illegal immigration was at about $116 billion. But the cost to U.S. taxpayers rose by $35 billion in 5 years, the New York Post reported Thursday. And the costs will keep growing as the numbers increase of people entering the country illegally. FAIR spokesperson Ira Melman says. State aging officials are holding a series of roundtable discussions open to service providers, older adults, family caregivers, and the public to help shape the future of policy making, service delivery, and investment priorities to meet the needs of a growing older adult population. As a requirement of the Federal Older Americans Act, Illinois periodically submits a state plan on aging, detailing goals, strategies, and objectives to help older Illinoisans live long and healthy lives, said Illinois Department on Aging Acting Director Mary Killow. Creating this plan is a collaborative process, and we look forward to engaging stakeholders and residents across the state over the next several months. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our news this week. This is Bridget. See you next time.
It's more fun in the Philippines. So